Hello guys. Right, I found this the other day as I was going through all my stuff. This is my journal for when I began etanercept injections, which was my fourth RA drug that I tried, and the only one that's given me any benefit so far. So I thought it'd be interesting to read now how it went with the etanercept injections, so as we can see how the difference is now compared to what I'm going through now. Since I've been on the rituximab and I haven't felt, and methotrexate, I haven't felt any benefit from them. I wanted to show the difference, stark contrast in who I was and how I was. So anyway, my treatment goals, it starts off like it's a little journal that they ask you to keep as you're doing your injections each week. And my treatment goals were, I've been referred for a wheelchair June the 15th, I'm sitting in that now, and referred for OT, occupational therapy, to assess housing needs. I'm hoping with the wheelchair and currently hoping to get a scooter so that I can start getting it out more. I've been stuck indoors for 9 months. It's 4 years now. This was like June 2015. I've been stuck indoors 9 months. Life has been passing me by, and my mobility has been zero. Once I'm able, I would like to start water therapy, which I would hope will really help the range of motion in all my joints. We are trying to raise funds for a scooter. Becoming disabled as a single mum has been really hard and very expensive. Plus I have 4 children and have an extra one living with me. I don't have her here anymore, but I was fostering at the time, madly. That was all very expensive and I didn't have the money, even though I'm on disability, to go buy myself a scooter. It's been quite hard to get that. I have actually got one now, but I don't get to use it because I'm already too disabled to really get the use of it. But anyway, the kids are expensive. I've had the extra one living with me. My 11-year-olds, who are now 13, Harvey and Grace, go up to senior school in September 15. I'd like to be more active and able-bodied so they can live as full of youth as possible. Fingers crossed, pardon the pun. Laugh out loud. Please God, let me have a life back. 12th of June 2015, a Friday. My first Embrel injection, right thigh. Please work. 9:30 AM. Met the nurse. All okay so far. Sunday, Monday and Tuesday I felt some relief. Swelling in shoulders, neck and elbows all had a reduction in swelling and pain. I could wiggle my arms and move my head without, I can't do it now, without terrible cracks and clunks. Hit me like a train by Wednesday, Thursday and Friday though, crying out in pain. 19th of June 15, Friday, second injection, 11:30 AM, left thigh. Met another nurse. They will allow me to continue alone now. Hope it helps this week and wasn't just a fluke. The pain returning was gruesome and hard to cope after some relief. I was, however, pleasantly shocked that anything happened. The most relief I've seen since diagnosis. Nothing so far has touched the pain or swelling. Excited to continue. 26th of June 15. Third injection, on my own now. 9:05 AM, right thigh. This week has been horrid, no relief noted. Knees, feet, hands and hips have been excruciatingly painful. Injection sites have been okay, nothing to note. Been more active though this week. 3rd of July 15, fourth jab, left thigh, 9:30 AM. Overdid things Monday and I've suffered since. It's always been my biggest problem that as soon as I start feeling a bit better, I start overdoing things. So I am actually getting improvement, but I'm overdoing things and then making myself, you know how it works. That's how it works. I'm a mum, I'm a single mum, so my urge is to always get up and get on with things if I can. 10th of July 15, right thigh, 9 AM. Can't say that anything is changing at the moment. Small improvement first week, but nothing noticed since. 17th of July, 15, left thigh, 9 a.m. I'm able to stand up for longer and take more steps unaided than I've been able since diagnosis. It's not the miracle I was hoping for, but it's better than anything else so far. 24th of July 15, right thigh, 11:30 a.m. My mobility and activity levels are starting to pick up. It's exciting. I wish it was a miracle cure, but it's not. Still certain areas are swollen. Some have gone down a bit, some a lot. I'm still in pain, but I have moments of lucidity now where the pain is lessened and I can actually think about other things too. At that point, that was the first time I'd had any relief at all, and up until then I'd been in a very dark hole of just pure pain and struggling to come to terms with it all. And this was a great moment for me, I think. 31st of July, 15, I have a chest infection. Dr. Luna gave me steroids ×8 for 5 days and coamoxiclav antibiotics. Not allowed to inject till well again. Unhappy face. Please don't let this be the same slippery slope I was on this time last year. By October I was hospitalised and facing a scary prognosis after months on steroids and antibiotics, all of which still left my lungs dangerously damaged. 7th of August 15. I pray I'm well enough to take injection this week. Swelling and pain levels are increasing, 9 to 10 or 10 on most days. Breathing is hard and painful. No injections for 2 weeks. Swelling and pain increased. Began swimming on the 10th of August 15. Tuesday the 11th of August at 15, 12 p.m. Felt better in chest. Administered injection after discussing with roomie team. Right thigh. I had a lot on this week. Friends came to decorate. Been swimming twice. Coped well but overdid it. And at least I was going swimming. I mean, I couldn't have even dreamt of doing that then and before that, and I can't even dream of doing it now. I know I can't. And if I could, I would, believe me. 18th of the 8th, 15, 1 p.m. Left thigh. Blood results were not very good, but to be expected from 2 weeks off Embrel with chest infection. My hands are getting worse. Right ankle and knee are raging. Left hip and lower spine very bad. Not getting good sleep. Acid heartburn. I hope this helps. Stopped again due to bad blood results. 27th of August 2015, 3 p.m. Blood results are better, so restarting Embrel. Right thigh. Left a bruise, swelling reduced upper body, being able to move, be more active on Embrel, but I am noticing a bad effect on my lungs with each injection. This concerns me, but doctors are letting it slide, which also concerns me. Comes the story of my life, doctors letting it slide and I turn out to be right, and I wish they'd bloody listened. Thursday the 3rd of September 2015, 12:15 p.m. I see pulmonary consultant at 3 p.m. Left thigh. I hope this is not what is affecting my lungs. It's the closest I've come to the slightest relief since diagnosis. Consultant put me on 2 weeks coamoxiclav, 500 milligrams by 125 milligrams. Arranged lung function testing for 24th of the 9th, 15. 10th of the 9th, 15, Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Right thigh. Going ahead with injection, even though I'm quite concerned about my lungs. Noticeable reduction in swelling across my whole body. Opticians noted a big change in my vision and changes in right eye macula. Referred to the hospital. 17th of the September, 15, 4 p.m. Left thigh. Still on antibiotics. Chest still struggling, but RA symptoms have reduced somewhat, so want to continue with Embrel. Lung function testing due 24th of September 15. So 24th of September 15, 4 p.m. Right thigh. Antibiotics finish. Had lung function test this morning. Been coughing up brown sticky phlegm. Taking Embrel anyway. Even the swelling in my hands is going down at rest. Very exciting. Still painful though, even in joints that are not swollen. Overdone things today, so I'm glad to take the injection. Fingers crossed, ha ha. And at that point it was quite amazing for me that I was starting to get some relief in my hands, because my hands have been a problem for me for 20 years. And I thought that it was carpal tunnel syndrome all along, when it was probably rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, 1st of October 15, 4:30 p.m, left thigh. Last week I had the least swelling since I've had RA. Very exciting. Towards the end of the week, swelling and pain increased. Glad to be having injection today. Smiley face. It gives me goosebumps to think about this time, like that I was excited by the fact that I was feeling better. 8th of October 15, 4 p.m, right thigh. The reduction in swelling continues. My smiley positive self is slowly returning. I am able to be active more than I have in a long time. The swelling regained somewhat by the end of the week. Saw Mari today, which was my rheumatology nurse at the time. Good to say I'm improving. Mari was ever so excited to see me at this point. Left thigh, 15th of October, 2:40 p.m. Having a bad week. Not sure if an infection is coming. Incredibly painful headache with vomiting. We'll go ahead with injection 4 now. 22nd of October, 3:45 p.m. Right thigh. Cold still lingering. Had more pain and swelling this week. 29th of October, 15, 5 p.m. Left thigh. And that's all I've said. 5th of the 11th, 15, 5 p.m. Right thigh. 12th of the 11th, 15, 4 p.m. Right thigh. Developed shingles. Being treated with 800mg acyclovir daily. 19th of the 11th, 15, 4 p.m. Left thigh. I'm infected with shingles, so going into my tummy. Oh, left thigh is infected with shingles, so going into my tummy. 26th of the 11th, 15, 4 p.m. Saw Dr. Abdullah on the 24th. She advised me not to take Embro while suffering and being treated for shingles or any infection. Not taking this dose. Feel it already. 3rd of the 12th, 15, 3 p.m. Right thigh. Shingles healed and I stopped taking acyclovir on Tuesday. Take an injection today. Really very swollen after going without for a week. 10th of the 12th, 15, 13, 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Left thigh. Got a cold, but it's not a chest infection yet, so we'll go ahead. I have antibiotics on standby. 1 week off antibiotics. Chest infection. 24th of the 12th, 15, 4 p.m. Right thigh. 31st of December, 15, 3 p.m. Left thigh. 7th of January, 16, right thigh. Mobility slightly improved. 14th of the 1st, 16, 3 p.m. All good in my tummy. 21st of the 1st, 16, 3 p.m. Doing well. Left thigh. Had asthma review and bloods taken and flu jab today. Hopefully all is okay. I've now lost 4 stone of the weight gained since I had RA. And that was like 21st of January 16, and I got down to 11.5 stone. 28th of the 1st, 16, 3 p.m. Right thigh. Had pneumonia jab and pill check. Blood pressure 120/80. February the 4th, 2016, 2:30 p.m. Left thigh. Doing well. Smiley face. 11th of the 2nd, 16, 3 p.m. Right thigh. 18th of the 2nd, 16, 2 p.m. Left thigh. Been a fair bit of swelling this week. Right knee and ankle. 25th of the 2nd, 16, 1 p.m. Right thigh. Feeling somewhat fluey. Lungs are wheezy, crackly and phlegmy. Right ankle and knee have been swelling and painful. 3rd of the 3rd, 16, 1 p.m. Left thigh. Cold is getting worse. Unhappy face. Taking injection today. Will probably call doctors tomorrow. Right ankle, knee, hand, shoulder are all swollen and painful. Lots of bad numerous and tingling and pain in left hand too. carpal tunnel like, waking me up from sleep. I missed a week on Mari's advice. Talked about biosimilars, changing over to a biosimilar drug, which of course didn't happen because of everything else that went wrong. 17th of the 3rd, 16, so much pain and swelling, unhappy face, right thigh, 12:30 p.m. This is the thing, constantly not being able to take it because of the infections. You don't ever quite get into a remission state. 24th of the 3rd, 16, 1 p.m, left thigh, kids are sick, wait for it. Missed a week with flu, took doxycycline and prednisolone. 7th of the 4th, 16, 3:15 p.m, right thigh, oh no, this week my right ankle swelled massively. Felt like I had one clown foot, hands are also more swollen, feeling very debilitated. 14th of the 4th, 16, 12 p.m, left thigh, the swelling is rising up, right ankle and knee very bad, hands are really bad too, back is painful due to my gait, phoning hospital advice line, hospital prescribed the taper steroid pack, 15 milligrams this week. 21st of the 4th, 16, 12 p.m, right thigh, steroid taper to 10 milligram this week, swelling better for it, got a disability scooter at last. I've only used it twice so far. I've had it like over a year. 28th of the 4th, 16, 12 p.m, left thigh, saw Mari this week, ankle has been badly swelling, hands are awful. 5th of the 5th, 16, 12 p.m, right thigh, still struggling, appointment with Dr. Simler, pulmonary consultant, today at 3:45. 12th of the 5th, 16, 1 p.m, left thigh, lungs are an issue, changed inhaler to Foster 200/6, lung function testing booked for the 26th of May at 9 a.m. 19th of the 5th, 16, 1 p.m, right thigh. 26th of the 5th, 16, 12 p.m, left thigh, went for lung function testing this morning, it's made me very tired. I remember how much I struggled after that actually to regain, like, I felt awful afterwards. 21st of the 6th, 16, no, 2nd of the 6th, sorry, 1 p.m, right thigh. 9th of the 6th, 16, 1 p.m, left thigh. 16th of the 6th, 16, 1 p.m, right thigh. Really starting to feel that the Embrel is not helping nearly as much as it was. 23rd of the 6th, 16, 1 p.m, left thigh. 30th of the 6th, 16, 12 p.m, right thigh. Swelling, pain and morning stiffness is getting worse. My ankles and knees and hands are bad. I'm struggling to maintain personal care. Arms are getting stiff and I can't do my hair. That was 30th of June and that was the last entry into this. On the 4th of July I was rushed into hospital and I stayed in hospital for 2 weeks with my lungs in a terrible state on all sorts of machines, and that was where I realised that the RA was in my lungs and that it was the RA causing the damage, but of course they took me off the Embrel because it's considered to be one of the risky drugs for lung conditions, and I've gone downhill rapidly ever since. I'm back up to 16. I've got back up to 16 stone in weight. I'm completely immobilised. My neck is awful and has been ignored for so long that I'm worried that it's going to break at some point. It's been one hell of a journey, and this was a little glimmer of what it felt like for me. Of what it felt like for me to have that relief for a little while, and the excitement in me, the desire to live again. It's nice to read it even if it's not something that's continued for me, but I would like to show that to my rheumatologist, who told me last appointment that I was in remission, because this is not remission. This this was showing signs of remission, but even then I never got down to a remission state in my DAS score. My DAS score was still 3.2, I think, at this point, at the best point there, because I still had some swelling and that. I definitely have not got remission now. I do not have any relief from any of the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis now. And I know my body best. That's quite an interesting little show. I hope that anyone that's wanting to start etanercept can look at that and say, yes, there are risks. With every rheumatoid drug or every immunosuppressant drug, you're going to have this battle of fighting infection, keeping infections at bay, and keeping the medication going in. You have to keep that working well together. When it all goes wrong, you got to just do what you've got to do to protect the parts of you that can't be fixed, like your lungs. If you're about to start etanercept, good luck to you. Hope you have as good a benefit and possibly better benefit than I got from it. I really would like to go back on it at the moment because of the incorrigible, awful pain that I'm in. But apparently I won't get funding for it anymore. So I've got a rituximab infusion coming up on the 23rd of August and the 6th of September. I will update you further then. I will also update further when I know when I have an MRI on my neck and I know more about that. And if I hear back from the sleep study, I'll also update you on that, guys. Loads going on in my crazy life. Welcome to it. If you're just joining me, it's great to see you all. I'm so grateful to everybody who offers their support and kindness. It's really made a difference in my world. Thank you so much. Much love to you all. Please do like if you want to let me know that you're interested in these stories. Comment down below if you have similar issues to me. Comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. I'm very happy to hear from anyone, and I hope you have a less painful day than what I'm having. Much love to you all. Breathe easy, folks. See you again soon.